Hey guys, it's Mike at Narcoleptic Customs here with Matt Monroe today for the, I guess really the first bit of automotive management entrepreneur questionnaire. I really don't know even what to call this thing. I just know I have questions I want to get out to people because we run a very small shop. Obviously, if you've watched for a while, you know, and my thought process behind this is that people like Matt own and run stuff that is important to everybody. So questions about employees, all that kind of stuff are left to other podcasts and things like that. What I want to know is what is fun about this job, what makes you want to put up with the brain damage that comes along with running an automotive business, especially in Matt's case because he manages the O'Reillys here in Centerton. So you've all seen the memes about AutoZone and O'Reilly's. This store is vastly different than those memes.
We try.
Yeah, if you come in for wiper blades, they're not going to ask if it's four-wheel drive or automatic. So these guys in here are really smart. Matt does a great job training his guys and girls.
Yeah.
Saw a girl in there this morning as we were running through. So let's see, phone's ringing right now, right off the hook. That's not for us. So Matt worked not in car-related stuff for a long time before that. Worked mainly kitchen as far as your real jobs. I'm sure you had all kinds of stuff, managers and things like that. What made you go? I'll put in an application to O'Reilly's.
In all honesty, and I'm honest about this with anybody that asks, it was an in-between job. I was just wanting out of restaurants. I just wanted something kind of easy to transition.
Right.
So I was like, O'Reilly's ought to be kind of the ticket.
Yep.
So
because they'll work with the schedule, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I mean, everybody that I've worked for with O'Reilly's has always been flexible if we needed it or if I needed it, and then it just kind of once I got into it, started meeting guys like you. Like I think we met my second week with the company, which believe it or not, 4 years ago almost now.
That's crazy.
And then it's just the people I've met and just the knowledge you gain.
No. Now you started as a counter guy.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. I think what we met, I wasn't in the old shirt, but I was wearing a C10 shirt or something like that. And we started talking about C10.
You were hunting for the bracket to mount power steering in the old truck.
Yeah.
And everybody else was just kind of looking at it like it was a brick.
Yeah.
And so I came up and because I had my old truck up there.
Yep.
And you're like, well, you're the one with the maroon, and I was like, yeah, we got talking trucks, and we found your bracket. And then the rest.
Oh, because we had parked next to each other at the cruise inn.
Yes.
In Rogers. Yep.
There it is.
Okay. See, car stuff brings people together. Y'all didn't know.
Well, I mean, and then just people sent me photos of Stanley, and I've known it right off the bat, and they're like, "How'd you know?" You know,
C10 life, bud.
Yeah, C10s, those C10s.
That's awesome. So you send your application in. They're like, "Hey, this guy's got potential." I mean, is there like a question on there? Do you have old cars? Do you know cars?
There actually is. There's they have a little thing where they ask how much car experience you have, and it doesn't necessarily ask what you drive, but like what kind of experience you have working on things.
Okay.
And I mean, it's just so that we know what we have to teach you. It's not a discreditor if you could have never turned a wrench in your life.
Right.
I'm still going to give you a shot if you come in and are willing to learn.
Yep. Okay. Cool. So they send you that. You're like, you come in for the interview. What happens next? They're like, dude, you're going to work out great. When can you start?
Pretty much. I mean, there was a little bit of a lull just because of how we do hiring with O'Reilly's, or at least how our old district did hiring.
Right. And
there was just like a little 2-week lull. But then, because I interviewed at this store.
Okay.
And then I got hired at Bentonville.
Yep.
So, interviewed here, and then they hired me over there, and then I moved a little quick once I got over there.
Matt was on the fast track to running stuff. I mean, you were, 6-8 months?
I was counter guy, hired as counter guy. In about 4 months, I was assistant manager, and then just a month after my 1 year mark, I got this store.
Dang! So in a year, I mean, you're now store manager of a store. What is your monthly revenue? Like how much do you turn in this store? Not profit, but
average. We're averaging about, and we're a small store. Yeah. For our district, we're probably second smallest.
Centerton, Arkansas, for everybody that wants to look it up.
We're a smaller store, but I mean, we're doing 105 to 137. It just depends on what time of year.
That's awesome. So, I mean, you go from a guy that really had no car counter experience,
correct,
to now running something that turns more than $1 million a year.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty awesome. And, guys, I can't tell you how much he's saved us as far as, like, money, but then time, too. There was some part we were looking for, and we I tried to find it everywhere, and I needed it in like 2 days. And you 2-day freighted it from like some way up north DC to get it here so we could turn it. It was for the Land Cruiser.
Yeah.
God, whatever the hell
No,
that
it was what it was. I got it ordered into Anderson. We had it at our Springfield DC, but you guys were on the time crunch.
Yep.
So I ordered it from them because they got the route that same day. I ran up there and got it for you guys.
That's right. That's right. So see, that's why you build relationships with people that are in the know. So give us one tip when you're coming into an O'Reilly store. What is the one thing that nobody brings with them or has an idea of?
Man, the biggest thing anymore is we've gone away from people knowing what they're driving. Like just your everyday person.
Okay.
And there's nothing against them. They're impossible to work on anymore unless you know a little bit.
Yep.
But they'll just come in and be like, it's the blue one.
Like,
need
what does that mean?
Need a little bit more to go on there. I mean,
which
just,
engine?
Yeah, like
okay.
but I mean, nobody knows that stuff anymore. Like they just buy it because they like the way it looks.
Yep.
They don't know anything about the specs or anything like that, and that's hard on us because we kind of need to know these things.
Yeah.
In order to get you guys the right part.
And that can really burn you if you're an Amazon orderer.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're an Amazon orderer and you order for your 2012 Hyundai Sonata, but you don't know if it's 4-cylinder or 6, and you're like, oh well, the cheapest oil filter is $8, and you ship it into, but it's the wrong oil filter.
Yeah.
Now you've taken the oil filter off of your car, and you have to figure out how to get to O'Reilly's.
Well, I mean, .com is such a scary thing for car people.
Yeah. Especially for non-car people.
I mean, I've had guys come in here and just toss empty boxes on the counter, and I was like, "What is this?" And he goes, "This is my Rock Auto shipment. They sent him 4 empty boxes."
Jeez.
Luckily, we had everything on the shelf and helped him out.
Right.
But, I mean, that's the scary part about these .coms.
Yeah.
Like, yes, they're competition for us, but I mean, you got to deal. We have over 5,000 stores now for O'Reilly's. We are in Mexico. We're branching into Canada soon.
Man, so I'm in logistics.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. Like, we do signage and stuff for a large retailer.
Yeah.
And so I can't imagine the logistics, because I know the logistics of signage for the stores.
Yeah.
I can't imagine the logistics for a 500-watt amp coming to O'Reilly's in Centerton from wherever the hell it comes from.
Luckily, our Springfield store DC is close enough to us, but we're opening new DCs across the country. We have the most dominant supply chain.
That's awesome.
Like, if we don't have it, we can get it for you pretty quick.
Yeah.
And then it's a great company. It really is. Like, I mean,
4 years. I mean,
4 years.
That's a long time.
I mean, it's just.
And 3 years running it, so I can't imagine the stress you go through.
It's gotten better. The more I get into it, the better it gets.
That's awesome. Okay, well, send everybody out on one final thought.
Whether it's a rusty shit box, and sorry for the language, but whether it's that or it's a high-end car, always appreciate someone else's build.
Boom. That's perfect.
That is their passion, so respect it.
Awesome. Well, hey, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And I guess, hell, I mean, we're gonna, once I get the old truck figured out, Matt's gonna drive it, and we'll have fun doing big, long, rolly burnouts.
Oh yeah, we're down.
Dude. Thanks, man.
Welcome, buddy.